Hello everyone. So in today's class, we'll explore powers and roots. Two important ideas in mathematics that are used everywhere, from simple calculation to advanced problem solving. We'll learn what powers or exponent mean, how roots work, and how they connect to each other. Okay? By the end, you'll be able to handle square, cubes, cube roots, and much more faster and easier. So let's dive into this concept. Okay, so let's go ahead here and let me start. Okay, so I hope you can see my screen. Okay, so fine. So they might sound very trickier in the starting time. Okay, and but they are really very easy to handle, right? And the quicker way to write them is by repeated multiplication actually. Okay, I'll be telling you about all this and they appear in many areas. Okay, so what are powers? Okay, let me tell you. Suppose if you have a number like this, 2 cube I have, right? I write a number here. So this number up here is called as power, or it is called as exponent, right? Or indice. This is what it is called. Both all are the same thing. Okay. Now this is 2. We read it as 2 to the power 3 or 2 raised to the power 3. This is how do we read it. Now what does this mean? This means that 2 cube is actually 2 multiplied by itself 3 times, like 2 times 2 times 2. Remember, 2 multiplied by itself 3 times. Any number a to the power n will mean that a multiplied by itself n times, right? It is very different from multiplication, right? 2 times 3 means that you have to add 2 3 times. Remember, 3 2 2 2 you are adding 3 times. Here 2 multiplied by itself 3 times. So this is what it is. Okay. So all power actually show the number multiplied by itself only, right? Square is when you have multiplied 2 times by itself. Cube is a term given to you when you have multiplied 3 times by itself, nothing else. Okay. So anything, suppose 2 to the power 3, I can write directly read it as 2 cube. Writing I'll be the same, 2 to the power 3, but I'll read it as 2 cube. If I had 2 to the power 2, I'll read it as 2 square. That's it. So this is it. So in 3 square, 3 is the number being multiplied by itself, remember, 2 times. So it is 3 square and it is actually 3 times 3 and you can read it as 9. Okay, that's it. So square is to multiply by itself. How many times? 2 times any number. So square number is what you get the whole number squared. Okay. So square of 3, you read it as 3 square and 3 times 3 is 9. That's how it is. So work out 4 square. If I have to work out 4 square, then it will be simply 4 times 4, which is 16, and use a calculator. So negative 4 times negative 4, which is positive 16. Okay, so this is it. Now cubes, I already told you, cubes are multiplied by itself 3 times. Suppose if I write 4 cubes, so 4 I have to multiply by itself 3 times. So this is it. So cube of a number is multiplying once more than same number or 3 times in total. Any number can be cubed. Cube of a number is written as a whole number, right? So 3 cube will be actually 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. This is how you write. Okay. Now roots. Roots are opposite of powers. Means what? See. Suppose I have written 4 square is 16, right? So I can write 16 under root is 4. Means what number squared will give me 16? This is what root is, right? And this is the symbol for root. This is the symbol for root. Okay. Same way you have cube root. Suppose I have 64, which is equal to 4 times 4 times 4, which is 4 cube. So what number when cube, what number when made cube gave me 64? So cube root of 64 is actually 4. This is it. Okay. Right. So this is it. So finding square of a number is opposite of squaring it. Its symbol is root. So this symbol of root is actually this. This is square root, and anything you can do cube root. So cube root of number, right? For example, under root of 9 is 3. 3 means when square you get 9. Same way, finding cube root is opposite of cubing it, like cube root of 64 is 4. Right? Cube root of a positive number is always positive. Cube root of a negative number is always negative. Now, how do we decide sign by this? Let me tell you. In different screens, see. Suppose if I have 4 here, okay, I take 4 here. 4, I square it, I get 16. Even negative 4, I square it, I get again positive 16. Why? Because negative times negative will become positive, so it's 16 only, right? But 4 you cube it, you get 64. And negative 4 you cube it, you get negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4. Positive 16 times negative 4 will give you negative 64, right? Now see. Square cube root of positive number is positive and cube root of negative number is negative. But cube root of positive number, square root of positive number can also be a negative number, and square root of negative number, positive number is also a positive number. Means what? A negative number, even if I square it, I will get a positive number only, right? So that's what it is. So for square root, number can be both positive and negative, and same thing for cube root. Okay, but you cannot do like this under root of negative 16. Why? Because negative 16 you will never get it only, right? This is totally wrong in mathematics. It is an imaginary number because no number you are watching is giving you negative 16 when squared. Okay, so no numbers, no or none of the number give you a negative number, give you a negative number when squared. So this is the thing which you have to remember. Okay, right. So this is it. Now find both square root of 16. So as we saw, square root of 16, I get this thing when I'm squaring positive 4 also. So positive 4 times positive 4, as well as when I'm squaring negative 4 also, right? But for 64 cube root, I will have only one answer, which is 4 times 4 times 4. Not I can do negative 4 times negative, because that will give me negative 64. So this was there for square and square root. I hope you must have got it. Thank you.